Ratchanok Intanon up against last year's winner, Han Yue, the number 2 seed from China. Well, as far as the draw was concerned, by quarter-final stage, we had 6 different nationalities, 2 from Thailand, 2 from Japan, but only 3 seeds, only 1 in the top half of the draw, and that was the left-handed Kaitong of Thailand. She lost that all-tie battle to Ratchanok Intanon, having to come from 9-15 down. 4 different nationalities, as is the case in the men's singles at semi-final stage, and it's always good to see that diversity. So the final, Ratchanok Intanon against Han Yue, and as far as the race to the World Tour finals is concerned, you can see Han Yue is currently at number 4. Well, after this week in Vanta, she will go up 2 places, whether she wins or loses today's final, to number 2. So China will have the number 1 and 2 on the race to the World Tour finals. Ratchanok is currently at 13, but she will come in at number 8 on the list, but she'll still be the 4th player from Thailand, and you're only allowed 2 players per nation at the World Tour finals. So here comes the former world champion and world number 1, Ratchanok Intanon. A very welcome return to form. Winner of the Spain Masters earlier this year. So this is her 2nd final in her 18th tournament of 2024.
And from China, Han Yue.
The defending champion, who last year beat her teammate Wang Shi in the final, is in her 3rd final in her 15th tournament of the year. And of course was the recent winner of the Hong Kong Open. In fact, that was her first title since winning here in Finland last year. Well, she may be the defending champion, but I can tell you this will be a 7th meeting between these 2 players, and Ratchanok Intanon has won all 6. The last time they met, though, was a couple of years ago in the 2nd round of the Japan Open, and as you can see, it was very close in the deciding game, 21-19. So Ratchanok Intanon has chosen to serve, and Han Yue says that she would like to start this near side of the court. The ever-smiling Ratchanok Intanon. One of the players, in my opinion, who along with Tai Su Ying has changed the women's singles discipline. Won the world title when she was just 18 years of age. 29 now, and 169 equates to about 5'7", and look at her world ranking has dropped to 21. So she did spend 2 precious weeks as world number 1 after winning 3 titles in 3 weeks. That was back in 2016 when she won the India, the Malaysia and the Singapore Super Series events. 3 titles in 3 weeks is an extraordinary achievement. She beat last year's beaten finalist, the number 1 seed in the 1st round, Wang Shi, and then that marathon match against her teammate Kaitong when she had to come from 9-15 down in the deciding game. Miyazaki, the 18-year-old Japanese player, was her victim in the semi-final. So to the defending champion, Han Yue is going to turn 25 next month. She's from Jiangzhou in southern Fujian province, and she's 1 place down from her career high of 6. Spent a total of 2 weeks across 2 different spells at number 6 on the world ranking. As I was telling you, this is her 3rd final of the year. She won in Hong Kong, having lost in the final of Thailand. So this her 3rd Super 500 tournament final of the year. Now, her opponent, Payu Po, retired after just 6 points in the first round. She has had a big battle in the last 2 rounds, actually. The quarterfinal against Yo Jamin had to come from a game down. And then in the semi-final against the Olympic bronze medalist, Grigoria Mariska Tunjun, that too was 3 games. But as you can see, it was very convincing in the deciding game, 21-9. Umpire for this one is Peter Mezaros from Switzerland, and Sarah Schulhosany of Austria is in the service judges' chair.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Han Yue, China. And on my left, Ratchanok Intanon, Thailand. Ratchanok Intanon to serve. Love play.
So the former world champion, the unseeded Ratchanok Intanon, far side of the court, getting this women's singles final underway against Han Yue. My goodness, that's a good backhand.
It's over. 1, love. Go, love.
Oh, that's well in. Well, Ratchanok Intanon, I said a little earlier that I thought that she and Tai Su Ying had changed the women's singles discipline. And I think it's by the wonderful balletic movement, perhaps not as fast as she once was, but also the racket skills, the delightful, easy, relaxed hitting style that creates so much deception and right on cue. She just gives us a little example of that. Watch her racket carriage. It's high as she comes forward to the net, and then at the last minute, that little flick to send the shuttle to the back of the court. Nice.
Go, 3.
Well, for Ratchanok Intanon, this is an 11th final at 500 level, which is a record in the women's singles discipline. Second most player, or the second place player on 7 finals at this level, is Chen Fei, the former Olympic champion.
Service over. 4, 2. Service over. 3, 4.
Super. Well, it's been 2 years and 9 months since Ratchanok Intanon won a title above a 300 level. And that was the Malaysian Open back in 2022. And it has been quite a while. Overdone it.
Service over. 5-0.
Oh, that's perfection
6,
from Han Yue.
5.
Wow. Well, as far as Han Yue is concerned, she's trying to win a second title in 3 tournaments played. Because she, after the Hong Kong Open, which she won, she then lost in the first round of the China Open, and this is the first tournament since then. Hesitation. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Brushing that shuttle off the top of the tape.
5.
Five straight points to Han Yue. That's delightful skill. Looked as if she was going to play the shuttle to the back of the court, Han Yue, and just played the delicate net shot instead. So to the mid-game interval with a 6-point advantage, but a run of 7 straight points for Han Yue. Seven minutes played.
Seconds. 20 seconds. Coach, return to your chair. 11-5. Play.
So on a run of 7 straight points, the 6-point advantage to Han Yue in this opening game of the women's singles final. Ah, that's beautiful.
12-5.
Outmanoeuvring Ratchanok Intanon. And I think that she's struggled since she had her ankle injury, left ankle torn ligaments, which she sustained at the Hong Kong Open last year. So, literally, oh, that's brilliant. Literally just over a year ago. And she didn't play any more tournaments in 2023 because of that injury. And I think she's struggled physically since returning. Oh, this is 10 straight points now.
5.
And remember, Han Yue has never beaten her opponent of today in 6 previous meetings. Oh dear, that one's gone wide as well.
15-5.
11 straight points. Beautiful. Wonderful drop from Han Yue.
16-5. Court assistant, at the call, please. Thank you.
Oh, my goodness. What on earth has happened to Ratchanok Intanon? "13 straight points to Han Yue." As well. This is absolutely extraordinary. Brilliant. And finally, the run of points comes to an end. But that had been 14 straight points. Well, it might be beyond her winning this opening game, but I think Ratchanok Intanon needs to play herself into the match. Give herself some belief.
7-18. Service over. 19-7.
Just 2 points away from the opening game. Han Yue. Nice. Surely it's too little, too late.
8-19. Service over.
Took the shuttle so early at the front of the court to play that tight
Game
spinning
point,
net shot.
8.
And she's earned herself a whole host of game point opportunities.
Service over. 9-20. Game.
Opening game to the defending champion.
First game won by Han Yue, 21-10.
21-10 confirms the umpire. Opening game lasting 16 minutes, but it was that run that really did the damage. Yeah, didn't really get herself in position for that. So opening game, 21-10 in 16 minutes.
Twenty seconds. 20 seconds. Second game. Love all. Play.
Good opening rally to the second game, and now Han Yue is playing with the drift. And she's going to have to be aware of that, and lifts like that, she's got to give a little less power on. because otherwise, like that one, they will go long of that back line.
Service over, 1-all.
Well taken.
2-1.
Her court coverage is so good, Han Yue, that Ratchanok Intanon is feeling under pressure to hit a winner and is trying to play too tight to the net or too tight to the lines, I suspect.
Service over, 2-3.
Well, obviously this lady is going for a second consecutive title, Han Yue. Well, she's only the third player in the history of the major event in Finland to contest 2 consecutive finals. The first was Pernilla Nedegård, or Denmark, who was in 2 finals, one in 1992 and was beaten in the final the following year. And the other one is Petia Nedelcheva of Bulgaria. They lost 2 consecutive finals, 2002 and 2003. But the only player to win 2 women's singles titles in Finland was Pernilla Nedegård, who won in 1990. That was the first ever Finland Open. And again 2 years later, in 1992. That's a lovely shot.
5-4.
Nice block. Look at the amount of court that Han Yue is having to cover. Yeah. And it looks as if Ratchanok Intanon is beginning to find her range.
6.
That punch clear got Han Yue out of position. And then the push down the backhand side got her even further out of position until Intanon was able to hit the winner.
Service over. 5-6.
Yes, I've challenged that.
Intanon
Yes, first
challenges.
challenge
Called out.
of this women's singles final. It was awfully close. Definitely worth the instant review, having a little look at that. Taking their time on this one. I don't know whether that's because it's awfully close or whether their tracking hasn't gathered the information.
Challenge
The
unsuccessful. One challenge remaining.
instant review does say
6
that the
all.
call was absolutely right.
Play.
Overdone it. Yeah. As I said in the opening game, I feel that she thinks she's under pressure to hit winners, and she's not really giving herself any margin for error. And she's under that pressure because Han Yue is such a good retriever of the shuttle. On the line. Perfection.
9-6.
Well, this is awfully similar pattern at the moment to the opening game, where Ratchanok led 5-4 and then promptly lost 14 consecutive points. She led 6-4 in this second game. Lost 5 straight points. Good rally. Delightful skills at the front of the court from this lady, Ratchanok Intanon. Look at that. Cross court, just guiding the shuttle across court. Longest rally so far.
Service over. 10-7.
Yeah, I think that's a clear example of
Line judge, line.
the fact that I know it was a net cord, desperately difficult anyway, but I felt Ratchanok was a little late towards the net anyway. And an example of how she's not quite as fleet of foot as she used to be.
7-10. Correction. 10-7.
Yeah, well done, umpire. We all make mistakes. Quick to correct himself. So 11-7, the advantage to the defending champion Han Yue at the mid-game interval here in this second game. Ratchanok Intanon who prior to today's final had never been beaten by Han Yue, has an awful lot of work to do.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Eleven, 7. Play.
So it's now or never for Ratchanok Intanon, and that's certainly going to give her encouragement.
8, 11.
Yeah, that's another nice shot. And then hits wide on the clear.
Service over. 12, 8.
Some loyal supporters here in Malta
12.
as Ratchanok Intanon, and they're cheering every single point that she wins, trying to encourage her. It was a good push from Han Yue deep into the backhand corner of Ratchanok Intanon. She was going to play it round the head, it was too good. Had to stop and play the backhand and forced into error. Nice backhand. Oh, a little bit fortunate for Ratchanok.
10, 14.
But we all need a bit of luck on occasions. Look at that. Did a sort of triple somersault as it went over the net there.
Service over. 14, 10.
Yeah.
10.
Psychologically, I think Ratchanok Intanon doesn't really believe, because I think one of the things that over the years took her to the world title and world #1 was the fact that she would work the rally first. That previous rally, she went for a winner on the return of serve. She never used to do that. this deceptive shot, this time a punch clear deep into the Intanon backhand corner. And Ratchanok struggling to move there quickly enough. That's why she made the error.
Service over. Court assistant, wipe the court, please. 11-16.
Wasn't a million miles away, was it? But a miss is as good as a mile.
Players on court. Eleven, 16.
One senses that if she's going to win this final, Intanon has got to make inroads right now. She desperately needs a little run of points. Well taken, yeah, and well worked, time and time and time again. Han Yue has been able to outmaneuver Ratchanok Intanon, stretching her from corner to corner. Nice.
18-11.
Marching towards the goal line, Han Yue. Points away from a second consecutive title here at the Arctic Open for the #2 seed, Han Yue. She has played a very clever game in today's final, focusing on outmaneuvering Ratchanok Intanon, and it's paid dividends. Brilliant. Match point opportunities to retain her title.
20, match point 11.
Defiance from the former world champion.
12-20.
third match point opportunity. Han Yue successfully defends her title here at the Arctic Open. The first women's singles player to win 2 consecutive titles in Finland. And she did it in style, recording her first ever victory over Ratchanok Intanon in their 7th meeting. 21-10, 21-13 in a match lasting just under the 40-minute mark. 21-10, 21-13 is a very convincing scoreline. This is the final rally. And as on so many previous occasions, Ratchanok Intanon outmaneuvered. History is made. Han Yue, a 2nd consecutive title in Finland.
Ladies and gentlemen, the prize-giving ceremony, women's singles at Clash Royale Arctic Open 2024, powered by YONEX. Hyvät naiset ja herrat, palkintojen jako naisten kaksitoja. Please welcome the medalists. Toivotetaan mitalistit tervetulleeksi.
So to the prize presentation for the women's singles finalists.
Ratchanok Intanon.
Ratchanok Intanon waits for a title over the 300 level that goes on. But what a fantastic performance all week by Han Yue, retaining her title and in doing so becoming the first women's singles player to win 2 consecutive titles here in Finland. Of course, also taking into account the Finland Open, which has been rebranded and renamed the Arctic Open.
The Supercell gift is presented by Mr. Tuomo Tennilä, the Honorary Life President, Badminton Finland. Supercellin kunniapalkinnon jakaa Suomen sulkapalloliiton kunniapuheenjohtaja Tuomo Tennilä. Please show your appreciation once more for the medalists.
The champion once more, Han Yue from China. That's lovely.
Thank you,
Asking her
presenters.
opponent to join her on the top of the podium. So they take leave of centre stage. Well, they want some more photographs with the champion once again, Han Yue. A 6th career title for Han Yue. But we look forward to our next final, which is men's doubles, and the in-form pair from Malaysia, Goh Si Fei and Noor Izzadin, up against the defending champions Kim Astrup and Anders Rasmussen. Welcome back to Vantaa in Finland and finals day at the Arctic Open. After the women's singles, we turn our attention to men's doubles. And a pair from Malaysia who are very much in form because they won the last tournament they played, the China Open, Goh Si Fei and Noor Izzuddin, up against the Danes, the defending champions and World Championship silver medalists from last